story time. I woke up Saturday morning. It's like 9 o'clock. First thing I do is check my phone. Addict. I check my notifications if anything's happened, like what I've missed, and like what I just wake up to, you know. I just look at my phone. On the home screen was just shut the fuck up. On the home screen was just like the Apple logo, like loading. Not even loading, it was just there. It was like the black screen with the white Apple logo, and I was like,
that's kind of strange.
But maybe my phone is just updating. You know, I don't really know what's happening. Because sometimes I wake up and like my phone is just updated. So then I went to the bathroom and I came back and it was still bugging and I was like, okay, something's up. Then I waited another 10 minutes and something was up, so I started Googling things like, why is my phone stuck? Like, I tried to restart it, nothing was happening and nothing was working. But by this point, I was like a little stressed, but I also wasn't. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? This is just such an inconvenient time. Like, I have things to do, I have like college supplements to write, like I don't have time to be worrying about my phone. Put my phone down for the next few hours, look at it again, and it's still fucking like that. So I wait another hour or so and take a nap from my dad, so we can go to the Apple store. And so we ended up going to the Genius Bar. I told them, I was like, my phone is stuck. And so the first thing that they did was tell me that like, okay, basically we're gonna try to update the software on your phone, and if it doesn't work, then we're gonna have to factory reset.
Factory fucking reset.
When I heard that, I was kind of like, this is not gonna end well. Like, cause he made me sign this thing. If all my data is lost, it's not Apple's fault. And that just, in my head, I was like, okay, this is not gonna go well. So it starts updating. My phone looks like it's updating. Like the bar goes halfway until the message on the fucking computer is like,
unable to process the update. You must hard reset, factory reset.
That's when I started crying. I was like, oh my god, like I hate that I had to start crying because like I feel like it's so minimal, but in those moments, like I didn't know I had a backup. I don't usually back up my phone. My phone was like 200 gigs and like I don't have space for that. Like I don't want to pay for iCloud space. And the guy was just like bugging. He was like just talking to me and my dad and was like, you guys should have Apple Care, like which is the Apple insurance in case like you break your phone or something. And we were just like, we don't have Apple Care. Like I'm so good at taking care of my electronics. Like I've never broken a phone, I've never cracked a screen. Like it's gotten to that point where like I don't feel the need to spend hundreds of dollars every month on insurance just in case I'm gonna break my phone. So this whole situation was fucking stupid. Like I went there, wiped my phone, and I was like, okay, like can I leave? And then he was like, you gotta buy a new phone. And I was like, you're telling me I have to spend hundreds of dollars on a new fucking phone? This is ridiculous. Like this is so fucking stupid. And he was like, if you continue to use this phone, something's wrong with the phone itself. It's not the software. Like you got some like water damage or some shit on it. And I was like, what the hell? Like my phone is fucking waterproof and I don't bring it to water. None of this was in my power, yet suddenly I wake up and my phone is fucking bugging. To give you some context, I had an iPhone X. I paid like $1,000 for that shit. And like the fact that one day I just wake up and it's just not working. Like what the hell is up with that? He redirects us to this other woman and she was literally the kindest person ever. She was this girl from New Zealand and she was like a student. She wore like some cool mom jeans. The first thing she did was she was like, are you okay? Because she saw me crying and I was just like, this shit is just so stupid. Like I didn't have to wake up today to see that my phone is broken but also lose all of my shit like on my phone. Everybody knows. Everyone around me knows like I have thousands of photos on my fucking phone. This isn't something to take lightly because like I'm losing so many memories and like I'm working on a college film that has to do with the photos on my fucking phone. Something is happening with me. I'm supposed to be applying to college in like what, 12 days? My phone is bugging. Like I lost everything. I was just like, this is so fucking unfortunate. Like something is up with this world. Like I don't know what I did to deserve this. So then she was just running through the options of what phone I should get, and like we ended up getting the 11 because getting the 8 or anything, like I would have probably upgraded anytime sooner anyways. Not that I was planning to upgrade because I had the X that I paid $1,000 for. Luckily the phone was working on the X, so I could trade that in. We saved $400 and I hate that I can't be grateful. I didn't need a new phone. Like I didn't need a new phone. I loved my old phone. I was ready to keep that phone for the next few years because like it's been working perfectly. Like, nothing was wrong with it. And then suddenly this shit happens. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know why I had to, like, deserve this, like, shit that I had to, like, let go of everything, but also, like, spend hundreds of dollars on a new phone that I did not need. So it was kind of bullshit. I was so mad. I was so mad. And so left the Apple store crying, but I felt really bad because I wanted to be grateful that I even had the opportunity to get a new phone, and I was in this position where I was like fortunate enough to spend money on a new phone. But then it all just hit me like, I'm gonna quit social media. I want to change my relationship with technology and how I feel about it. And the irony here is that this whole last week I've been complaining about my relationship with social media and how I feel like it's really like detrimental to my mental health, and it hasn't really affected me in good ways. And like I become really obsessive over certain things like on social media, and like addicted to certain people, and like it's just not, it hasn't been healthy, and I recognize that. I was just too scared because I thought I wasn't able to move forwards from that and actually do something about it. I would just complain about it, being like, the thing is, this is my daily life. Celebrities like Hayley Williams, she goes on social media breaks all the time, but the thing is, she didn't grow up in the position where social media was just a part of everyday life. Like, sure it is now, but growing up as like a child and a teenager, it's so bad because you really become like addicted to all of this shit. But I'm changing my ways. I decided to take a break from Instagram and Snapchat. I guess social media in general, I just like don't use Twitter and stuff. The only one that I'm really on is YouTube, because I want to start posting content that makes me happy. I realize I have so much more time on my hands now that I'm not on social media. So YouTube has been kind of a distraction. Being alone, that's the whole thing that I was also super scared about stopping social media, that like Snapchat was a huge form of communication for me. I'm in a position where I'm still grieving, and I'm still like really sad about losing the person who I loved most. Being in a position where I'm always alone by myself in my room, like it sucks. Like I just get reminded about how lonely I am and how lonely I feel, and so I constantly like surrounding myself with people. Like, I'm a big extrovert now. I can't be alone anymore, which sucks, but I really want to fix that. A few years ago I used to identify as an introvert. Being around people was super exhausting, but I always had a safe space just being me alone in my room. And the idea of that now just makes me really uncomfortable, and it makes me really fucking sad and lonely, and I just hate that, because it used to be something that was so comforting. But I want to change my whole mindset on that. I began to meditate again. I'm really on this like self-care journey right now. Like, everything I'm doing is really just for me, so I can cut off a lot of the toxicity that I find on social media and on technology, and just finding more time for myself to heal and just be happier, because I have been really unhappy recently, and I feel like everything that has made me happy is so temporary, and it sucks, because the fact that nothing's really constant makes me really, it's not good. But I want to find happiness for myself, and I want to get to a point where I don't have to depend on social media, and I don't have that addiction. Like, it's not to say I'm gonna quit, because for what I want to do in my life, like, social media is kind of a huge part of it. It's nothing I can really escape, but it's not that I want to escape it. I just want to change how I view it and my relationship towards it. But yeah, my life is kind of a mess right now. This was like a spiral of events that I don't know how this happened, but it just happened, and I'm slowly getting through all of it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm applying to college in 12 days. That's kind of fucking wild. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna meet my friends. Yes.